Thank you, Riaz. Good morning. The man believed to be responsible for a violent crime spree in Richmond and Vancouver last night has been arrested in Surrey. It began early Sunday evening with a home invasion in Richmond. A resident was stabbed with a knife or screwdriver, and their car was stolen. About an hour later, that vehicle was involved in a head-on collision in East Vancouver. The suspect fled, allegedly tried to rob a man at a bank machine before carjacking a second vehicle. The driver of that second vehicle was able to escape with his wife and 2 children who were in the back seat. Shortly before midnight, RCMP spotted and arrested the suspect in Surrey.
The area was contained by over a dozen Surrey RCMP members, and a long dog track was then launched.
The search continues for Julie Pascal's killer while the community continues to rally around her family. A trust fund has been created at Van City to help the family of the 53-year-old hockey mother. Pascal was attacked last week while waiting for her son outside the Newton Rec Center. Meanwhile, the Newton Community Association is holding a meeting tonight to address public concerns.
They would just like anybody that with any information out there of any kind to give it to the police. They really want to, as we all do, to see this person caught. It's a terrible thing that people are out there like this, and we need to get them caught.
The public meeting is being held tonight at the Newton Seniors Center at 7 p.m. Today is another milestone day for commuting in the Lower Mainland. It's the first full post-holiday weekday commute since the toll rose on the Port Mann Bridge. All eyes are on the number 1, as well as the nearby Patello Bridge. Greg Harper is live in New Westminster with more on that. Greg?
Good morning, Jody. Yeah, here on the New Westminster side of the Patello Bridge this morning. The big question this morning, how many drivers that we're observing coming out of Surrey into New West, how many are deciding to go this route instead of the Port Mann because of the increase in the toll? That is the big question. Remember, on New Year's Day, the toll jumped from $1.50 to $3 for smaller vehicles. There's some real concern in the city of New Westminster from city officials, from residents as well, that because the toll has increased on the Port Mann, that many will decide to cross the Patello instead and drive through New Westminster to get to Vancouver instead.
As people start to get their toll bills and realizing that they've doubled, they're going to start looking at alternatives, such as what people have already done. They've looked at alternatives to the Port Mann Bridge, and they're cutting through New Westminster to get to Vancouver, and vice versa.
So it's going to be interesting, Jody, to see what happens over the next few weeks. There already has been an increase in the number of trucks driving through New West. That happened ever since the new Port Mann opened up. $6 for larger vehicles. Vehicles that are longer than 8 meters have to pay $9. But those tolls, they remain the same. It's the smaller vehicles. That's where the toll doubled from $1.50 to $3. So it's going to be those vehicles, those smaller ones, that make an impact if we see one at all over the next few weeks.
It'll
Jody?
be fascinating. Thank you. Greg Harper reporting live for us this morning from New Westminster. Elsewhere, a winter storm is slowing down operations at some major airports in Ontario and Quebec. Ottawa, Montreal, and Toronto are being hit with another round of snow and wind. Toronto is under both a flash freeze and wind chill warning today. Arctic air coming down in what's called a polar vortex will push wind chill temperatures down to as low as -40 by tonight and tomorrow morning. Unbelievable. A mix of snow and freezing rain last night created hazardous driving conditions, with provincial police reporting hundreds of collisions. Dozens of flights have been delayed or canceled at Pearson International. In the prairies, the first Monday of 2014 brings more dangerous wind chill readings. Temperatures of -50 blanketed much of Saskatchewan and Manitoba last night, with more of the same expected this morning. And in the United States, that same whirlpool of frigid, dense air is stretching from Montana to Alabama. The dangerous cold is expected to break decades-old records. More than 1,000 flights were canceled yesterday at airports throughout the Midwest.